Hi guys, I hope you all are doing good. Today I want to talk about some of the most useful tips and tricks for the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. So if you own this device, this video is going to be really useful for all of you. Before I begin, I would like to request you all to hit the subscribe button and help me reach 100k subscribers. Also, if you find this video good enough at some point, do hit the like button as well. Alright, so here is my brand new Fold 4 in my hands and I would like to start it off with the camera tips and tricks of this phone. So let's start it off with the cover screen of this phone first of all. So what you can do is you can launch the camera on your Z Fold 4 using the cover screen, and here you can click on this selfie button appearing on the top left corner of the screen. Now what it will do is it will enable you to take selfies using the rear camera of your phone. You heard that right. This is the most exciting feature for content creators, especially who can make the full use of their rear camera and record the content while seeing themselves on one side of the fold. So let's see how it works. I pressed the button and now all I need to do is I need to open this here, and you can see that the rear camera is showing me myself right here. So you can take the full advantage of the main camera of your Fold 4 and record yourself, whether you want to record the videos up to 8K resolution, you want to take the 3x portraits from the rear camera, 3x selfies from the rear camera, that is all going to work on your Fold 4. Let me know how do you guys like this first tip for your Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. The next tip I want to share is also for the camera of the Z Fold 4. You can just open your fold and launch the camera on it, and now what you have to do is you can click on this small split view icon appearing on the top left corner of the phone right here. Now what it will do is every photo that you will take, it will appear right here. So this is a larger gallery view inside your Fold 4. You can view all your pictures in real time on this side. This is going to help all sorts of photographers take better pictures with their Fold 4. Okay, the next tip I want to share is the cover screen preview. Okay, what it will do is if you press this small button appearing on the top right side of the phone right here, it will turn on the cover screen preview. So the person whose picture you are capturing, he will be able to see his preview in the cover screen of the Fold 4. Okay, so when I turn my phone like this, you can see that this is a preview that it's showing me right now. So this is a cover screen preview, and I can change it to selfie as well from the cover screen obviously, but this is how you are going to use it. So it will basically help the other person to change or fix their pose and eventually end up taking better pictures on your Fold 4. Alright, the next tip I want to share with all of you is how you can displace your shutter button. Since the Fold 4 comes with this huge screen, it would be difficult to reach out to that shutter button at times. So what you can do is you can just drag and drop this shutter button anywhere on your screen for your own convenience. I think this shutter button displacement is really useful on a screen as big as the Fold 4's screen. And the last camera tip that I would like to share with all of you is that you can go to the more options here, and in the more options on the top you will find Bixby Vision. Bixby Vision is really useful. It can help you translate the text in real time. It can scan the text for you. It can pull out the text out of a document for you. And it can do many other things that you can enable from the settings and by accessing the accessibility modes of the Bixby Vision. For example, scene describer, object identifier, text reader, and the color detector. So make sure that you make the best use out of your Samsung Z Fold 4's camera. Okay, one bonus tip that I want to share with all of the Fold 4 users is that you can just drag and drop these camera options to the camera tray and press the save button to make sure that these options stay here. And if you want to remove one of these options, you can just drag it back and drop it into the more section and click save. So these options go back to the more section. Alright, so that is all with the camera tips and tricks. There are many other tips and tricks that I would like to share, but the thing is this video is going to be very straightforward and I don't want you guys to get confused with something. So I want to share the most useful and the most important tips in this video only. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the toggles of the phone. So here in the toggles at the top, you can see that we have the brightness bar. The brightness bar is not going to stick to the top by default. So what you have to do is you have to expand the toggles panel and click on this options button right here and click on quick panel layout. Now inside the quick panel layout, click on the brightness control and select show always. This will show the brightness control on the top always, and you won't have to expand the toggles menu every time like you would do otherwise. Next option I would like to show you all is when you will long press the power button of your phone, it will launch the Bixby instead of taking you to the power menu. So what you can do is click on the power button in the toggles like this, and now click on side key settings. Once it takes you to the side key settings, change the press and hold to power off menu. By doing this, whenever you will long press the side key of your phone, it will take you to the power off menu instead. Alright, before I talk about anything else, I would like to talk about the multitasking on the Galaxy Z Fold 4. This is a big screen and multitasking on such a screen is just fun. And you should know about all the ways to multitask on your Z Fold 4. So, like I said, there are so many ways to multitask on this phone. What you can do is just go ahead and launch any application on your phone, for example, YouTube. And now what you can do is click on this recent button and go to the recents panel. Click on the YouTube icon on the top and click on open in split screen view. Now select the other application that you want to open in the split screen view, for example Google Chrome, and now you have YouTube and the Google Chrome running in the split screen view. What you can do now is you can see these three dots appearing right here between these windows, and now if you click on this button here, you can swap the windows, or you can just change the layout of the windows, or you can just create an app here and add it to the taskbar, home screen, or the app's edge panel. It completely depends on you. Whatever you want to do, you can do with this. You can also resize these windows like this and just keep one window opened in front of you. So this was one way to access the split screen view or the multi windows on your Fold 4. Let me show you another way now. You can just open any application like I did with the YouTube. I'll do it again with the YouTube. And now drag and drop any application from the taskbar to the main window and it will open up in the split view. So basically in the taskbar, these are the applications that will keep appearing here, and these are the applications that you will have accessed recently on your phone. Now I'm going to show you another way to access the multi-window, but for that you will have to go to the settings of your phone, and inside the settings you will have to go to the advanced features. Inside the advanced features, go to the labs, and in the labs turn on the swipe for split screen. You can see that I have already turned it on, so I'm going to show you how it works. Launch any application. Let's say I want to launch Facebook this time. And now swipe your fingers on the screen like this and select the second application. Let's say I want the second application to be messages. So now I have messages and Facebook running at the same time. So these were three different ways to launch multi-windows on your phone. Yeah, there is another way. Let me show you that as well. For that you will have to go to the settings again and go to the advanced features once again. Inside the advanced features, go to the labs, and inside the labs turn on show multi-window menu with one window. So now when you have turned this option on, you have the multi-window menu with one window as well. You can see this bar right here, and if I click on this bar, it gives me three options. Either I can close it, I can open it in the pop-up view or the split view. So this is the pop-up view, I can expand it back again, and this is the split screen view. I can choose another application to launch from here, let's say Facebook. Now I have settings and the Facebook running on my phone at the same time. So these were all the ways to launch the multi-window on your phone. I hope there isn't any other way. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at some display tips and tricks now. Go to the settings and open display. Now in the display settings, I would like to show you taskbar. If the taskbar is not enabled on your Fold 4 by default, you can just go to these display settings and turn on the taskbar. And if you click on the options of taskbar, you can choose what you want to show in your taskbar. You can turn on or off the recent applications, or you can add or remove the icons to the taskbar of your Galaxy Z Fold 4. The next option I would like to show you here is continue applications on the cover screen. Now basically what happens is when you are using the phone unfolded and you close it, it just shuts down. Nothing happens on the cover screen of the phone. But if I just enable this option, continue applications on the other screen, for example display, continue apps on the cover screen, and I have turned it on for all the applications on my Fold 4. So now what happens is when I close my Fold 4, it continues the settings application on the cover screen like this. So it's up to you if you want to enable this option or you want to keep it disabled. Just do as you like. Another very useful feature that I would like to show you on the Fold 4 is how to force all the applications to use the full screen. For example, if you install Instagram on your Fold 4 right now, it will run like this. Now this looks very awkward. These are the empty spaces on the side and I don't like these. So I can either move these to the right side or the left side, or what I can do is I can just force Instagram to use the full screen on my phone. To do that, what I can do is I basically have two options. Number one is I have this full screen option appearing right here on the corner. It appears as soon as I launch the application. This will take me to the full screen settings for the Instagram application. So I can click on the Instagram icon and force it to use full screen. And now when I launch the Instagram application, it launches on the full screen like this. But if you don't get this option to access the full screen settings from here, you can go to the settings of your phone, go to the display settings. Inside the display settings, click on full screen apps. And now in the full screen apps, you have three options: full screen, 16:9, 4:3. Just click on the application that you want to use in the full screen and select the aspect ratio for your desired application. So this is pretty much how it works. Let me show you how to use a smart widget on your Fold 4. The smart widget is basically one widget that shows you multiple elements like weather. It can show you the reminders, or it can just show you the calendar as well. You can choose what you want to see in your smart widget. For this, you will go to the widgets on your phone, and right here at the top you have smart widget. In the smart widget you have three different layouts: 4x2, 4x1 and 2x2. Select your desired layout and select what you would like to see inside the widget, and that is how you will be able to have the smart widget, so that you don't have to clutter your screen with a lot of different widgets, because that would obviously make this beautiful screen look very messed up. Let me take you to the advanced features of the Fold 4 once again. Go to the settings on your phone and now go to the advanced features, and inside the advanced features, go to the labs. Now inside the labs, you can force all the applications to use multi-window. A while ago when I showed you the split screen, we did not have the Instagram option there. Let me show you this again. For example, I have the Chrome browser and now I want to use the split screen with Instagram. You can see that I don't have the Instagram application here. What I can do is I can go to the settings and I can click on multi-window for all the applications, and I can go back, launch the Chrome and split screen once again, and you can see that I have Instagram here and I can use the Instagram in the multi-window with the Chrome browser. This is how you can enable it. Next option is full screen in split screen view. What this will basically do is it will remove the taskbar and the navigation gestures from the bottom and the buttons, and it will enable the split screen in the full view without any distractions. You can enable it if you like. I already showed you the swipe for split screen, and in the similar manner you can also swipe for the pop-up, and when you enable it you can just drag the screen from the top right corner and it will open up any open window in the pop-up view. Now in the next option we have the auto rotate applications. If an application does not automatically rotate to the landscape mode, you can enforce any such application to automatically rotate with the help of this feature. Just click on it and enable the auto rotate for any such application. And within the same labs inside advanced features, we have a very interesting feature called Flex Mode Panel. Now this is one of the loveliest features on the Galaxy Z Fold 4 and it needs a little bit of explanation. So you can open the Flex Mode and enable it for any application of your choice. I have it enabled for the Google Chrome, you can see that, but you can enable it for any application of your choice like I said. So I'm going to demonstrate it on the Google Chrome browser. Let's say I have the Chrome browser opened up right here and I have this web page opened up right here. I'm going to launch the flex mode on my phone, and you can see that in the flex mode it has given me this option. What I can do is I can basically use this screen as the viewing screen, like as the main screen, and right here on this screen I have the controls. Let me show you. You can see that I have multiple options here. I have the notification access. I can pull down the notification panel like this. I can take the screenshot of this window only. I can control its brightness as well, and I can control the volume from here. And lastly, I have the mouse here, and you can see that it has launched an entire touchpad right here, and I now have this mouse and I can control this window using this mouse right here. This is the most interesting feature on the Fold 4, and I think this is worth flexing as well. They have named it right. It's the flex mode, and you should absolutely flex it. The most useful feature and the most interesting feature that you can find on this folding device. Go ahead, give it a try, and let me know how do you guys like the flex mode on your Galaxy Z Fold 4. Okay, let's go back to the advanced settings now and take a look at some gestures for the Fold 4. Go to the advanced features and click on motion and gestures. So here you have lift to wake, double tap to turn off the screen, palm touch to turn off the screen, keep the screen on while viewing, mute with the gestures, finger sensor gestures, and palm swipe to capture the screen. It will capture the screen like this. The screenshot method is this. You can also press the volume down and fingerprint scanner at the same time, or the power button at the same time, to capture a screenshot on your Fold 4. The useful and the interesting gesture here is the finger sensor gestures. So you can just enable it. I have it enabled by default, and I can swipe on the fingerprint gesture to pull down the notification panel, and swiping up will simply take it away. So you can pull it down or just pull it back up. It's up to you. And it's really very useful, especially on the cover screen. You can just do this. Let me show you. You can just do this and view the notifications and send it back. The Fold 4 comes with a big RAM of 12 gigabytes. But if you still think that this RAM is not enough, you can just go to the device care on your phone and go to memory. And here you have this feature called RAM Plus. Just click on RAM Plus and expand your phone's RAM by up to 8 gigabytes if you want. Although 12 gigs is more than useful, but if you still want to make it 16 gigs, 14 gigs, or 20 gigs, you can just expand it using this RAM Plus option inside your phone. And it's time for me to show you some really interesting photo editing features on your Fold 4. Just go to the gallery of your phone and open any image inside your phone, and now click on this options button right here. So here you have multiple options. You have the Remaster Picture, Add Portrait Effect. So Remaster Picture will basically simply edit the picture to make it look better. As you can see that it has edited the picture. And if I have a picture where I don't have a portrait mode in the background, I can just click on the options button and click on Add Portrait Effect. The beautiful thing about this portrait effect is that I can also change the style of the portrait effect, and I can also enhance the blur intensity in my image and apply it and save it as a standalone image. But there are some other interesting options that I would like to show you. Just click on this edit button right here, and now click on this tools button on the lower right corner of the screen, and here you have the object eraser, the spot color, the face effects, and the color mix. The object eraser will basically let you erase the unwanted objects from an image. You can just highlight the object like this and the object will be gone. You can see two very interesting features right here: erase shadows and erase reflections. So if your image has some kind of shadows or some kind of reflections, you can just choose the object eraser and click on erase shadows and click on erase reflections to make your images look a whole lot better. If you are unable to find the erase shadows and erase reflections feature right here, you can just click on this options button here and click on labs. Make sure that the shadow eraser and the reflection erasers are turned on. If they are not turned on, you can turn these on and they will start appearing in the photo editor under the object erasers. So guys, that is pretty much it with the most important tips and tricks for the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. I hope you guys found this video really useful. If you have anything to add to the list of tips and tricks that I shared, please make sure that you mention it in the comments for other Galaxy Z Fold 4 owners. If you liked this video, hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please hit the subscribe button as well. With that being said, I will sign off and see you all in the next one.